What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Neca Godzilla Monster of Monsters, aka the NES Godzilla version 2.0. Alright, my zillions, pretty recently, I reviewed version 1.0 because the new one, this one, was getting reissued. Well, I thought the original one was just getting reissued, but to my surprise, this is actually a bit of a tweaked version, so I can honestly call it a 2.0 because they resculpted some of this, added some new parts. Now, we know that this originally is based on the Godzilla 1985 mold, and that they were redoing the Godzilla 1985 for the new kind of like Ultimate line with the new boxes and stuff. Kind of sort of Ultimates, I don't know. They're not really calling them Godzilla Ultimates, but you get the picture. So I didn't realize that they were going to tweak this guy as well, and they did. So here we are. We're reviewing this one again, but there's new things to review, so let's get into it. Let's get the articulation out of the way on this one. You got jaw articulation, you got a head on a ball joint, you got a neck ball joint, you got the waist, well, midsection I should say, that just kind of swivels more than anything. And then you got hinge, swivel at the shoulder, you have a single jointed elbow which swivels, you have the hinge, hinged hands, that's one of the big differences here, which is great. Legs just kind of swivel. Knee, there is a hinge there. Get some heat on it. Oh, there you go. There's one. Sweating here. Foot rocks and back and forth and stuff. Tail. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is a long bendy wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not quite 12. But that's your articulation. The hinged hands are definitely welcome here, which is very cool. And I do like that how the head and neck moves. So a little bit better than the original, I have to say. But we will look at that a little further shortly. Before we bring in the original to check out the differences and stuff, let's give this guy his own due like it's a totally fresh figure, which is something I like to do here. The head sculpt is pretty cool. The eyes are nice and piercing. I love the red. I love the black around it. Now, one of the ways I'm instantly able to tell this figure is different is this black line on his lip. It's very prominent, and I don't mind it. Kind of separates his upper lip a little bit, which is cool. The teeth could be painted a little better, but I don't think the ones on the original are so great either. You probably could use an extra coat of white or whatever. Tongue looks good. So yeah, teeth are a little meh. The head sculpt I said is good. Like all that going on. Pretty awesome. Now, I always liked the color scheme here. It's really a nice shade of like teal, and then you got the lighter version over it that makes the pixels. I miss this about the more arcade figures. I liked when they did this stuff more than like what we got with the recent Aliens Predators stuff, which looks a little more messy. This just looks cooler. In my opinion. I love it. The dorsal fins look great. I'll let you know the dorsal fins here look awesome. These are the new ones. They look fantastic. I love the different shades of gray and greens and teals, whatever. Looks great with all the like grads and stuff. It's rad grads. Cheesy. Tail looks pretty cool. You know, you got the teal again going through it. I like it a lot. The legs are big, they're chunky, but that's Godzilla, you know, that's Godzilla for you. And for my money, and I'll say this again, I said it in the first video, and this is my thought on this always, the 1985 is the perfect model for the NES Godzilla, the monster of monsters. This is what I see from the sprite. You guys could tell me anything you want. Show me any proof. But this game came out around the same time as the 84-85, and there's no doubt in my mind that this is the model of Godzilla. Not the 60 whatever. This. I don't care about anything else. This is what it looks like. So that's why this figure is so awesome to me, because they are perfect. You know, like, I think NECA chose right here. I mean, they had the 85 already, so they were, easy retool, but this is what I see. So yeah, I love that. And it looks great. I love all the texture on it. And again, all the little things here are cool. Some of them are a little messed up, but it's not so bad. There's an F here. Was there an F in the first one? I don't remember. We'll soon look. The toenails are painted very well. The fingernails on these new hands are painted well. So all in all, I think the paint job looks pretty awesome, like the first one. I think maybe some of these could be, painted a little like more sharply, like maybe like an extra coat of the lighter paint on it because it's light on darker. But it's not so bad, honestly. It's not so bad. I'll let it go. It's not so bad. I love the pattern and designs going. So it looks great, guys. It still looks great. I'm just going to bring the other one right in. No cuts. We will take a look at them, see the differences. Let's move this down here and see what we got. So what we have, first and foremost, everything really is based on the dorsal fin. So what you get here, this is the old dorsal fin pattern, which I think looks fine with the small ones. But here you just have nicer, fluffier, bigger ones, which are cool. I'm pretty sure this is what you're going to see on the upcoming 85. I don't think you'll see these big dorsal fins because I don't think that's what it has. I can't remember right now what the other one had. But as I'm looking now, the paint is actually a different shade. So this is a more blue shade, and you really can see it on the dorsal fins here than here. Wow, I didn't even notice that till just now. This is way bluer on the original all throughout. Wow. So there you go. So the F is there, but it looks more like an E here, and here it looks more like an F. So that's why this is looking a little bit different to me as far as how the paint is sitting. Sun has a big, like, old scratch thing there. But everything else is pretty much in the same spots, all the little patterns and stuff, from what I can see. But you do get, let's see, different, this joint is different here than here. Just because of the way they made the new dorsal fins, so they resculpted this part here. So you can see these dorsal fins are different than the ones over here. And the same goes for the top joint up here. You can see how those look compared to this one. I think the head is the same. I think the rest of the neck is pretty much the same sculpt. They just changed the backs of them, which pretty much makes a different sculpt. The arms are the same. What you get differently is the hands, though. These hands are on hinges. These are just ball jointed, and they are different sculpts. So these are a little bit smaller than these. So you can see it is a different sculpt altogether, which is cool. Different hands, guys. You get different hands here, and you can see how much darker that color is in this. So the base color underneath is definitely different than what you get in the new one. So there, as far as the mouth, I was telling you guys about the paint on the teeth. Let's see if that's right. Yeah, I feel like the paint on the teeth on the first one are a little bit better. It's not great, but they are a little bit better. Ooh, the eye color is different. This is just pure black. This one is more of that kind of green. I did not realize that. So there you go. There's that little black line there, which really differentiates it from me. It's got nicer paint on the jaw here than the old one. So yeah, there you go, guys. Some differences here. You got different paint here around the ear as well on the new one. Less paint there and more paint there. So very interesting, and definitely some more different patterns on the face there, which is interesting. Painted it a little bit differently altogether. That's pretty cool. So you get this side seems like a little bit more closer to this. This side not as much, but maybe that's because this one just wasn't painted well. Now that I'm looking at it. So there you go, guys. That's look at both of them. A little bit of a comparison for you guys here. Yeah, a lot more different than you would think as far as the paint goes as well. And then you get the hands are different, and the two joints at the neck and at the tail, as well as the new dorsal fin arrangement, which is much nicer on the first one. But I still like the original as well. So very, very cool. Some more size comparisons. Here it is with the new SHF Black King, as well as Gamora. The Robot Spiro's Tetsuzujin. Yeah, that guy. The YMSF Neokong. The other recent NECA repaint. The Godzilla 1956 poster color version. The NECA 62. And finally, the similarly colored Godzilla 2019 version 2 Atomic Blast version. And my final thoughts, this is cool. If you don't have the original, go out and get this one, because as much as I love the original, and it's one of my favorite NECA figures, this one is probably better. In a lot of ways, and that is awesome. So kudos to NECA for doing this. I wish they would have said it. I think a lot more people would have jumped on the pre-orders, but if you didn't know, now you do. So get out there and get this one, because it is quite cool. It is a little preview of what we're getting with the Godzilla 1985 redo. And I wish there was a little bit of tweaks for every one of these reissues, because I don't want to buy figures for boxes, especially because I'm tossing out most of my boxes now. So yeah, give me little tweaks on them and you got my sales, NECA. This one turned out spectacular. It was already a spectacular figure. You made it even better. So double thumbs up there from me. Alright guys, and that is my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below, and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a zillion today, and don't forget to click that bell, because you should know when my videos go up, because I work hard on it. Till next time, peace out, peeps.